Hi guys, welcome back to my video. As you've read on the title, it says I built an app using anti-gravity and cloud. Okay, guys, let me first of all show you a preview of the app itself, right? This is inside anti-gravity that I use. This is the tool that I used to build the app. But let me just show you a preview. And unfortunately, because I'm on a Windows computer, I can't really show you a preview the way I want to. So I basically just recorded the video of the app itself on my phone and just uploaded it. I don't know. There's no preview where I can just use anti-gravity, or I haven't figured it out. But yeah, let me just preview what the app looks like. This is my phone, yeah. So let's get into it. Let's make it full screen. So let's go into it. That's my app. And as you can see, this is it. This is my work. It's an habit tracker. Okay. This is something that I actually created for myself. Okay. As someone who regularly uses habit trackers. Okay. But I've always felt that there's something missing. There's something missing in habit trackers. Okay. And I thought I have the ideas, so why not build it? And that's exactly what I did. As you can see, that's the settings page. And as you can see, everything in the app, there's dark mode and there's light mode. So the app is called Stacked. Okay, it's called Stacked. And if you go, it's only available on iOS at the moment because trying to deploy it to Android has been a massive, massive headache. Okay, but it's only available on iOS at the moment. And yeah, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Yeah, it's not a unique idea. There's lots of habit trackers out there, obviously that are good enough, but I just felt that it's something that I would use continuously. And it's something that with the ideas that I've got, you know, I can definitely apply my mind to it and my ideas to it to add the features that I think will make this a one of a kind habit tracker. And as you can see, this is just the MVP. It's a simple concept. You open the app, then you use the plus icon to add the habit. As you can see, I launched the app on the 18th of February, okay, which 3 days ago, and I've already started using it because, I like keeping track of things. I like keeping track of things. I don't like to think about it too much. And I know this is going to help me become even more productive in my own personal life. And I think you should check it out. Link in the bio. If you have an iPhone, then you can get my app. Okay, it's called Stacked. Link in the bio. So let me go through once again to show you. Okay, that's it. Click on the plus icon. It shows you the habit. You can put the name there, choose the frequency, set a reminder to be reminded. Set your time. You can take notes of whatever you're doing. And I normally use this for, when I go to the gym, when I'm doing my workout, I've always wanted to keep track of things, like, in terms of what am I, because I like to keep track of things when I'm doing my workout, okay, while I'm doing it. It gives me a way to measure myself, a week from now, a month from now, and so on and so forth. And that's the key to my consistency in the gym. And I just felt that other apps didn't have this feature where it's easy to just take notes. And yeah, that's why, I've implemented it and it's been helping me as well. So yeah, you go through the frequency, choose your frequency, you check in, obviously, you check into the app and it gives you streaks, it gives you, motivation messages in terms of, letting you know what's going on, pushing you towards your goals. As you can see, this is a book that, I read. I like to read this book or three times a week, and I've read it twice already. And there's one day to go, so it says so close, one check-in away from completing your 3 session goal. So it helps me keep track of things in my life, things, good habits that I wanna continuously do to help me be better, and it's gonna help me do that. So yeah, so you see here, this is the page that continuously show the streak, that you're going through and everything. But over time, I'm gonna obviously, improve the app. I've got, like I said, I've got ideas and yeah. But let me show you the tool that I used to, actually build the app. This is called Antigravity. I'm sure maybe some of you haven't heard of it before, some of you have, but yeah, this tool is owned by Google. Okay, what do you call it? What do we call this tool? This is a Microsoft tool, isn't it? What's it called? VS Code. Yeah, it's a what do we call VS Code? It's a IDE. Yeah, yeah. My mind went blank there. It's an IDE, just like VS Code, and I think Google are in a good place where they've never had an IDE like this before, and their IDE is more towards agentic. Let me actually open this tool here, right? And I didn't use this. I didn't use VS Code, but I just wanted to show you VS Code. So I'm sure this is a tool most people are familiar with. Okay, and it's similar to VS Code. Okay, so let's close down VS Code. You can see that it's similar. It's the same structure. You can have extensions and so on and so forth. So, but this tool, anti-gravity, is more agentic. Okay, it's got an agent manager here. Okay, it's got an agent manager, but to be honest, I rarely use this agent manager because this agent manager is docked here as well. Okay, whatever you type in into this agent manager, you can type in here. Okay, but with this one, it's just a bit more customized, I guess. This one is just a bit more, it's straightforward. Okay, so let's see what I've done already to show you guys the process of using anti-gravity if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, the first thing you do is obviously go to File. You say to yourself, open a folder. Okay. When you open a folder, when you're getting started, it's going to open a pop-up model on your computer. And at the start, if you have no project already, you then create a folder on your computer. You name your folder, then you basically open it, right? Let's start this. Let's say I want to then start a new project, then I'll just say create folder, rename the folder, then I'll select the folder. Okay. Well, I already have the folder here, my app folder, right? And then it's going to be blank. You will not see any of these things there. It's going to be blank. Then from there, you can start prompting the agent manager. You can start prompting the agent here with simple prompts. And this is why instead of prompting things from my mind, one thing I like to do is I like to combine this tool with Claude. Okay. A lot of you are familiar with Claude, right? You should be. If you're not, get familiar. One thing I like to do, like I said, I go into Claude, I put all my ideas in Claude. It's like I treat Claude like my assistant. Okay, I have a conversation with Claude. Claude lets me know what's possible and what's not possible. Okay, it gives me motivation as well. I share my ideas. I like to just brain dump on Claude, whatever I want to build or whatever I think maybe this is far-fetched or whatever. Then Claude gives me like a roadmap, okay, and also gives me the prompt that I use in anti-gravity. Like I said, instead of me typing things from my mind and blah 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 blah, I treat these like if you let me make an analogy, right? Some of you or most of you have seen the movie franchise Terminator. Terminator is a story of robot, you know, one robot protecting a human from another robot. Okay, that's the analogy that I use. It's like the Connor. I think that's the name of the guy that was in danger, and Arnold Schwarzenegger was trying to protect Connor or Sarah Connor or something from the other robot, but in between the robot fights the other robot, right? If you remember correctly, Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and so on and so forth. So I like to use the same analogy by talking to this robot, which is Claude, because these are also, in my opinion, the clouds, all these LLM tools are basically agents as well, right? I talk to this agent, right? This is my Terminator, this is my Arnold Schwarzenegger, if you like. Then it empowers me. It gives me ideas and says, yeah, we can do it. Yes, let me help you fix this. Let me help you figure this out. And then whatever it gives me after refining it with Cloud, then I come to this other robot, anti-gravity, then I dump it in there. Okay. And sometimes when I dump something in there and anti-gravity works on it and it gives me an error, if I test my app and I see that it's got errors, if I test my app with this preview here, this is how I preview my app on my phone. I have the export app on my phone. I give it this simple command. It gives me this QR code. I scan it with my iPhone. I preview it. If I see an error that I have to debug, guess what? I can take a screenshot of it and dump that into Cloud. And Cloud says, okay, this error, I know how to fix it, blah, 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 blah. It gives me back the code to fix it or the prompts to fix it. Then I paste the prompt here and say, hey, Antigravity, here's the prompt, fix this error. So now, as you can see that I've already built my app, but now I'm at the stage where I need to update my app with another feature, okay? Because I've been using it, like I said, I created this app for myself and been using it, and I've noticed, okay, there's this feature that I would like to have because like I said, I created this app because I use it regularly and I have ideas around how to make it better. So I've talked to Cloud now. As you can see, this is my last conversation. This is not my last conversation, but it is one of my last conversations with Cloud. And I'm going to make an update. Already, the app is live, obviously, on the App Store. Like I said, you know, this is it on the App Store. But first of all, actually, before I walk you through the update, let me show you how the app got accepted. I had a few issues of submitting the app to Apple, right? Because initially they rejected it and because of some issues and blah blah blah, this issue with payments and privacy policy and so on and so forth. And I submitted it. Then they rejected it again and said, hey, the issues were previously identified still need your attention, blah 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 blah. As you can see, this is the same issue. Then I, told them, hey, listen, I did rectify the issue, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. But then I got after fixing it, then I just removed my submission, right? I removed it. Then I fixed it. Then I submitted another app. Okay. I removed my submission on, where is it? Hold on. Give me a minute. Let's go back. There we go. Our preview. Yeah, there you go. So then I resubmitted it on Friday, right? Around 6 p.m. A brand new submission. I removed the old one that was giving me issues after updating it and submitting it again. I basically submitted a new version and the new version was accepted on the 18th and was approved and that was super exciting. Okay. So now let me take you through my process, my actual process. Okay. Now I'm at the stage I've been using the app for a few days. I've realized and I've been promoting it, doing some distribution and marketing. And so even though I will, this is also a form of marketing. Me doing a video on my YouTube channel is also to try to get some eyes on it. And if anyone wants to support, like I said, link in the description below. So now let's get started with what you actually came here for, which is how I'm going to update my app. Okay. I've got some things I need to update and, you know, I talked to Cloud. He knows what to do. It's giving me ideas, and now I'm going to get the prompts from Cloud. As you can see, this is one of the features that I want to add to it. And now I'm going to copy and paste this into Antigravity, and then we're going to get started. But like I said, before actually doing any features, I checked my app to make sure there are no more errors or anything like that. And it came back and said, after doing all the checks, there's no more errors. So now I'm good to go. So now I'm going to paste this into the agent manager. And basically what this does is we're going to add a new feature for the milestone celebration system. Because after using a few days, I noticed this will be helpful. This will be a positive, addition to someone completing their milestone. Okay. As I am also someone who likes, I like good feedback. If I do something well, we all humans. You want a good pat on the back, and you want someone to say, "Hey, good job, well done." And that's what this feature basically does. As you can see, create a complete milestone celebration system that rewards users when they hit streak milestones. Right? This is critical for user engagement and retention. So let's get it done, and that's how you do it. Okay. And then Antigravity goes to work and, generates, and then it's going to prompt you as well and let you know what the implementation plan is, which I think is a really good feature from Antigravity. It doesn't just apply everything right away. It actually gives you a feedback and say, hey, I will look at this implementation plan to let you know what I'm trying to do. Do you agree? Do you accept? In case you want to change anything, if you want to change anything, you can. But if you say, hey, let's proceed, then you click. It's going to tell you to click proceed. Once you click proceed, then it applies everything. So let's give it a minute or so. And as you see, it's implementing. Oh, okay. I'm starting the implementation of master interface. I will begin by restructuring it. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it does this as well, where it already knows what to do, or maybe your prompt is very, very clear. As you can see, this is a very detailed prompt. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't need to give you a feedback that is implementing it, because you can see Cloud gave me all the codes and everything. So yeah, sometimes once you're very, very clear, it just basically implements it because it knows that your structure is good, everything is good in terms of the inputs that you give it. And it just goes to work. It just goes to work right away and actually implements what you're trying to do. So while it's implementing, I'm gonna go through the rest of my things here. Let's go. Let's see, because I have to implement a few more features to update the app as well, which is also something I've learned, as you can see, because I'm a first-time app builder. So I've learned that the more you update your app on the App Store, it also helps you with visibility and helps you with pushing your app up on the ranks. Okay, and also helps you with keeping your app fresh and up to date. So yeah. And then the next one we're going to do is feature discovery system after that. But let's implement this. After implementing this, I'm going to try to test it. I have created the implementation file per milestone system. I've broken it down into configuration. Oh, actually, it does give you a feedback. You see, I misread it earlier. Okay, so now it's giving me a feedback. What I can do is I like to just browse this, just to read through it. So implement a reward system that triggers a full screen celebration, confetti, haptics badge when users reach a specific streak, milestone 3, 7, 14, blah, blah. Propose changes, configuration, development from space, so add output functions, components, full screen without display, includes assumption of confetti button, and so on. So yeah, this is good. This is exactly what I wanted. So I'm going to then click proceed. And this is where it actually goes to work and you know get the job done. Okay. And the good thing about this, guys, even if it does something and you feel like, yeah, I'm not happy with this, it's very I'm gonna talk about this as well. But for now, let me just talk about if you're not happy with something, it's easy. It's very, very easy to just say, hey, I want to undo. You see, this is the prompt that I pasted earlier. I can just click undo, and guess what? It will undo everything that is done because with anti-gravity, because it's agentic, it keeps tracks of everything all the changes that it's making, it's keeping a track of it. So it's as easily as saying undo, and it undoes what all you've done, and it goes back to the original state. It's very, very easy. But as it's working, guess what? It's creating files. Okay, you can see it's adding coding into different files, and it's creating the files. And if you reject these files, then you're going to break your code. Okay, then you might as well just say undo. It doesn't make any sense. But what I'm going to do is, because I already read the implementation plan and I know what it's doing, I'm going to just say accept all the new changes and all the new files. Boom. Okay, and it's going to do that a few times. The more it creates new files and new code, then it's going to give you, more prompts to say, hey, you want to accept or not? And then I always just click accept. And I always click accept all because, again, like I said, I've read the implementation plan. I'm happy with it. There's no need for me to reject any file changes or any code changes. Okay. So we'll click on accept again. And like I said, we're going to do this a few times. And, you just click accept all and, it should be created. As simple as that, really. So it's not rocket science, guys. It's just a simple tool. It's fairly easy to use. Like I said, the start of the tool of using this tool is, you create your folder. That's gonna be your project folder basically, where all your code is gonna stay. This is as simple as just when you're working on your regular computer and creating a folder and adding uh, files into your computer, your file manager. It's as simple as that, really. There's nothing complicated about it. It's the same concept. Okay, it's just that this folder means whatever code we generate, whatever code this Antigravity generates, it just houses them into the folder and saves on your computer. And then it's up to you if you also obviously you want to push your files from your computer into something like GitHub so that you can store them remotely. So you can, whatever happens to your computer, you can always have your code remotely, which is something that I did. You don't have to do it, but like I see, you can tell this is my remote GitHub, and I've got 36 repositories, which is a lot of projects that I've done in the past. But I also have pushed my project there as well. It's obviously private. I don't need anyone to look into it. But yeah, it's just to give myself peace of mind so that I know that all my things are there and no one is going to hijack it or something. Or for example, God forbid I lose my computer for some reason. If I lose access to my computer, all I have to do is just get a new computer and I can just carry on with my project and my code is still there and everything's still there. So that's just a backup plan, guys. You should always, store your things on the cloud, and GitHub is a great way to store things on the cloud because, it's going to be housed on GitHub and, you can get access to it whenever you want. So again, it's still working. As you can see, this is a big task, okay, because it's a big feature that it's adding. Okay, so it's still going on. And yeah, it's gonna be done in a few minutes, but at the moment it's just going on and getting to work. And yeah, guys, we'll wait for it to finish. And yeah, I will wait for it to finish. I'm gonna actually get myself a cup of coffee and I'll see you guys in a bit. Once it's done, I'll be back, okay? And that's it, guys. It's done. As you can see, one of the things I really like about anti-gravity is once it's done, the communication is very, very clear. Okay. As you can see, because it's done now, it's even going to give you a walkthrough file for things that it's made, the changes that it's made and stuff like that. So you can actually go through that as well if you want to. But as you can see what it says, I have completed the milestone celebration system. Highlight, full screen celebration triggered at strict milestones. As you can see, animations and effects, confetti, cannons, bouncing badges, and haptic feedback. Progress tracking, new next milestone preview component on the home screen. Persistence, end badges are now saved to file store in users ID badges. Please check out walkthrough, which is the file here, for details. I recommend manually testing by setting a habit streak to 2 in Firestore and checking in to trigger the 3-day milestone celebration. So, yes, guys, this is it. This is what the tool what Antigravity is about. It's just a agentic IDE. Okay, there's nothing complex about it. It's as simple as just setting up a folder on your computer, opening it in there, and just prompting it to give you code. That's it. That's as simple as it is. And the files that it creates for you are just, incredible, really. Where it just generates code that, 5, 10 years ago you'd have to write by hand, and it just generates that and links that together with everything else you have in here. So yeah, it's perfect. And that's it, guys. This is the end of the video. I've showed you my process and how I generate, you know, and how I built my app stacked. Okay. I want to see stacked again. I'm sorry I can't show you. And if anyone knows how to actually preview your app as you're building it, on a Windows computer, please let me know, because I have tried this tool. I researched about this to Lonely Screen or something. I tried it, but it didn't really do anything, to be honest, just waste of time. So I've deleted it now. But yeah, I'm having to obviously record my screen and show you this preview when, I would love to just power it up and actually show you right here on the screen, because I always see some people do it, but I guess it's people on the Mac that know how to do that. But I can't find anything for Windows, but if you know how to do that on Windows, just let me know. I don't mind paying a subscription fee for it or something. But yeah, guys, that's it. My app stacked. Let's go through it one more time. Stacked. That's it. That's the icon. I also designed the icon myself. Show you. Let's see. I also designed the icon and the branding myself in Adobe Illustrator, as you can see. A lovely icon. I like it. So let's go through one more time. Stacked. You open the app. You tap the plus icon. You decide what habits you want to start tracking. Put a name in there. Choose a frequency. You check in. You build a streak. Using the calendar. And whatever app you delete also here, whatever app you delete here, if you delete an app from the habit list, right, it goes here, right? It goes here because it gives you a second chance to decide if you want to bring the habits back, or if you want to delete them from your, profile permanently. So yeah, that's a good way to, if you made a mistake or something, you would just say, I want to click here, bring it back. And it goes back to your habit list. It goes back here. It goes back here. Okay. So yeah, obviously the app it's a freemium. There's a free free plan for anyone who wants to start out testing it and giving it a try. Check it out, please, and show your support. And also, if you want to join the premium, you can join it. It's just $4.99 per month. Okay, it's very affordable. It's the cheapest in market, but it's a high quality tool that will continue to be improved. As you can see, I've already added some improvements to it with the celebrations, milestone celebration system, and there'll be more features. Okay, there'll be more features that will help you not only keep track of your habits, but help you maintain consistency and discipline, and act as your accountability partner so that it pushes you forward and ultimately making you a better person. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. I'll be sharing more videos on my process and what I'm doing with stats. And yeah, stats, build your streak. That's our term, our tagline. Build your streak. Okay, build your streak just basically means momentum. You keep moving forward. Okay, and keep becoming productive. Okay, so guys, it's on the App Store, iOS, Android. As I said earlier, for now, it's the headache trying to develop for Android. I actually have my do I have my Android things here? Yeah, this is the Android. I was looking into developing it for Android, but I kept getting this API issue and stuff like the API level 35. I just I couldn't figure it out. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. If you have an iPhone, please check out my app Stacks. Link in the comment, link in the description and the comments below, guys. Okay, I would appreciate support. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.